what we had done yesterday. I know I kind of went through it. Then I went through and graded it. It looked pretty good. So I just want to make sure we feel okay about these. So question A is the limit as x approaches -5 from the positive side of f at x. Okay? So -5 from the positive side means I'm coming up this here. So I'm getting to -1. Okay? That's kind of the limit where we're getting to. Okay? That was because it came on the positive side. But the following question that said, what is the limit as x approaches -5 from the negative side of f at x? That means this one was coming down this way. And that gets us to -2. So then when it says, for letter C, knew you guys were coming. So, does letter C exist? Does letter C exist as a limit? If this is and this are the exact same answer, that means this exists. But they are two different answers, so this is a does not exist situation. Okay? So that was some of the stuff that we had worked on yesterday. Is there anything about that you're not quite sure about? Yeah. No, stretching. Gotcha. Okay. So those are things to do. Now I realize some of you took it and like, dude, I got a 4. Well, if you go back and look at what your grade is now, it's higher. Okay. The reason it's higher is because you might have put D and E for an answer, and the answer to that might have been that I was looking for was D period, N period, E period, either all caps or not all caps, or one's caps and none. So hopefully your scores that are showing up on Schoology, not on the Power School, because I didn't put them in there. It was just a review. I was just making sure you got it right. Okay. Do we feel okay about that? How these worked? Okay. Other things to know too is if I'm given some long equation, if it's given like this and it says, hey, what's the limit as x goes to 3, just plug 3 in for your x's and whatever your answer comes out to. So that would be 9 plus 15 plus 2. So it's 24, 25, 26. So this would come out to 26. I think I did my math right. Okay, so you have direct substitution, but sometimes you might be given a problem that might be something like this. And it might say, hey, what's the limit as x approaches 5? And this one could be a direct plug-in as well, meaning on top it's going to give me 25 plus 20. On bottom it's going to give me 25 plus 45 plus 2. So that's going to give me something. 45. That's at 72. And then you might be able to reduce it. I'd say 9 goes in the top and the bottom. So 45 is 5 times 9. And then 72 is 8 times 9. So this one would give me an answer of 5/8 if I did my math right, which is very possible. But then sometimes you might have one that if you direct plug in, it becomes undefined. So then I want you to go to Desmos and graph it and see if you could figure out what it looks like it approaches as I go to a number or as I go to an infinity, things like that. Okay? So there are times, though, your graph might look something like this. So it might look something like that. So the limit right there in the very center, it's not going to exist because depending upon which way I'm going, I'm going to positive infinity here. I'm going to negative infinity here. So if this pink line was like 3, if I had the limit as x approaches 3 of the equation, it's a does not exist because it went to 2 locations. But if I had the limit as x approaches 3 from the negative side, that goes to infinity. And if I had the limit as x approaches 3 from the positive side, that goes to negative infinity. Okay, and that's why the limit doesn't exist, because if I approach it from both sides, I wind up getting to 2 different answers. Okay? So my friends, I have a quiz that is posted. It's outside the folders. Please work on it together. Get it done. Before you submit it, maybe check, like if you're working with a group, maybe go over to another group to say, hey, let's verify the answers. Okay, does that make sense? Deal? And once you submit it, don't panic going, oh my gosh, I got a 2 out of 10. Your 2 out of 10 might turn into an 8 out of 10 because I have to go back in and just go by hand and take a look at it. Okay, so I think I made this quiz, I think I made it worth 20 points. And you get to work on it together. You get to work together. But while you're loading it up, it just says limits quiz. It's underneath the week 8 folder on Schoology. Tomorrow's Friday. What should we do? Want me to show you how to become millionaires?
Okay.
I'll show you the stirrup method of becoming a millionaire. Deal?
Dealio?
That's kind of fun.